Hey everyone, it's Gil. Do I have a story for you? Stick around.
I'm Gil. This is my channel. If you don't like it, turn it off.
Okay, I got a good story for you guys. This I'm gonna have to thank my brother for. He let me. He lent it to me so I could show you guys this. Back when I was 13, back in 1986, I was 13 years old, and I was shopping, or I shouldn't say shopping because I didn't even have any money, but I was doing the usual thing, bumming around the Northgate Mall, the mall by my house that I used to live, and I was looking at the record store. I was going to A&A Records and Tapes was in there at the time. And I'm looking through the records like I normally do, that kind of thing. And I overheard someone returning an album, and they were complaining about the album, saying that it didn't have the music that was on there, and they wanted their money back, or they wanted to get a different copy, or whatever, right? So they were returning the album. Me, being the years that I was just kind of going, oh, what's going on here? But what I found out what the person was saying is that the music that was on the record that they bought wasn't the music on the record, and they didn't know who it was, but it wasn't what they wanted, and they were pretty upset. So when I got wind of this, I was just like, I went up and I talked to the guy at the record store or whatever, what was going on, and then when I found out what was on the record, I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So I made a deal with the guy at the store, and I said, okay, I don't have money, but if you, just, give me to the end of the day, I'm gonna find some money. I want to get this record from you. I have to get this record from you. So he was like, yeah, okay. So I just burn it back home, right? I burn it back home, and I say, I call friends. I think I called my buddy Hema. He didn't have any money. I called and asked my mom. I think she was probably working that day. I was like, is there any way, is there any money or anything like that? I couldn't get any money from anybody, it's broke, I didn't have a job, of course. I'm a 13-year-old kid, right? But my brother just happened to be around the house, and I said, I don't know if I remember, I think I originally wanted to borrow money from him first, but he didn't want to borrow the money. I said, okay, well, you got to do this at least. If you have money, do yourself a favor, buy yourself this record. You have to, I don't want it to just kind of like disappear into thin air. I want at least somebody to own this, somebody that I know to have this. So he was like, yeah, okay. I don't even know if he originally bought my story. I said, well, just give me the money and I'll burn down there and I'll get the record for you and I'll bring it back, I promise. He's like, yeah, okay. So anyways, I go and I get the record, and lo and behold, I brought it back, and yeah, it was what it was. It was unreal. So I was talking to my brother, and he allowed me to share it with you guys. He brought it over. And the cool thing about this is that it's a Mike and the Mechanics record, okay? But it's not Mike and the Mechanics on it. The label, everything is on there, says what it is. But and my brother, he even sealed. He took it. We bought the record. Like, this was like May. This album came out sometime at the end of '85, and it was a big in '86. And so it might be a second pressing or something like that when this came out. But the music that's on this was from an album that wasn't released yet, and was still not going to be released for like another week or something to that effect. So it was like, yeah, right on. So we almost got an early copy of it too. But and I know you guys you wanted to know what it is, and I'll play it. I'll play it just like I usually do. I'll play you the first little bit on the turntable. And I promise you, I'm not altering this in any way. I'm not making any alterations. What it is what it is. That kind of a thing. So, My brother, he ended up sealing it up here, so I'm going to unseal this. Now, this hasn't been touched or looked at. This hasn't been touched or looked at for, well, I guess since '86, so it'd be over 30 years. As you can see, the tape is just all yellow on here. But he's allowing me to open it up. I'm gonna put it in a different seal. Maybe I'll get a static-free thing for it. So hopefully the condition of it, if it's sitting in there for so long, is still good. Instead of telling you what is, I want to just play it for you guys, just so you could be blown away like I was. I thought I had to share this to the people of the VC community because I thought a lot of you people would appreciate this, especially Peaches. I know Peaches would get a kick out of this, and I know Frank at Channel 3 would probably get a kick out of this. Chris probably would. I think everyone will get a kick out of this. This is like quite the thing here. Okay. So I don't get tape on it, I think I'm gonna have to put this in a different cover. And if anybody by freak chance knows what this is, or if has another copy of it, I would like to know if, you know, if anyone else has a misprint like this. So here it is. As you can see, it says Mike and the Mechanics right on the album, both sides. Okay, so we know that this is the album. So I'm gonna put it over here on my turntable here, and I'll play it for you guys. Okay, so as you can see, this is the first time I'm gonna play this. I just put it on the turntable. I'm not making any changes. You saw me take it out of that record cover. My brother taped it up for 30 years, hasn't been touched for 30 years. I'm gonna put it down right here, and we're gonna play it. So, if you guys didn't guess, the actual record that is in the Mike Mechanics is ACDC's Who Made Who, which was, you know, not even released yet at the time, and it was not for a week until it came out. So yeah, so this is like one of the greatest records I've ever experienced. I love this. This is one of the best misprints. I don't know if there's other ones out there. I'm assuming there should be. If anybody else out there does have one, I'd like to know. It would be cool to see. It would be really cool to see if anyone else did have that, because it was just one of those kind of unknown things. So, but it feels kind of good just to play that again. I wanted to share that with everybody. I hope you guys got a kick out of it. I sure did. It was it's awesome. It's making me smile. Just listening to it right now, and just, I don't know, it was great. Like I said, I was 13 when we came across that record. I haven't had a chance to even listen to it since my brother went out and bought it, and I said, you had to get this. You had to get this. I'm so happy he did. I'm happy he listened to me. I'm happy he got it. So. And I'm happy I got to share it with you all out there. So, but hey, thanks a lot. If you this is the first time you checked out my channel or whatever, I know I'm getting a few more subscribers. I got a 100 subscriber contest going on. Feel free to check it out. Maybe I'll put a link up here or something, or down here. I don't know. And feel free to check it out. And thanks to Peaches, and thanks to Dude 1973 for listening to it so far, or entering their contest. I'm hoping I'll get more. Got like a month. I'm doing a month because It looks like I'm going to be having a hand surgery. My other hand's going to get operated on, so that's going to happen, and going to be doing that in the middle of this month, and all that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, like I said, subscribe, check out the 100 channel, the 100 contest if you want, and thanks for hanging out with me. Catch you on the flip side.